Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. How are you doing? This is Bridget and welcome to another edition on Bridging Healthcare. Like you very well know, this space is for healthcare professionals, would-be healthcare professionals, everyone within the healthcare space, anywhere you are in the world. If you are thinking of going into the healthcare space, this is the channel for you. We all know that the world needs more healthcare professionals. With the increase in the different medical conditions all over the world, with the decrease in the number of healthcare professionals able to support individuals, families have to work to be able to pay the bills. When you have seniors, your aged parents, or a family member is unwell, there is need for a healthcare professional to support the work that the doctors and the medical, everybody in the medical field has started. After the COVID, so many healthcare systems, the gaps was greatly exposed, and that opened up the world for more healthcare professionals needed all around the world. My name is Bridget Ezobiako. It's time for another discussion. Today, if you have never seen my channel, if you have never seen any of my videos, or you've not spoken to anybody about my channel, today is that day that you need to talk to someone about this channel. You need to watch and learn and practice. Today's video, I want to discuss using my own experience, what I know and what I've had people do and what I've seen, and from studies that has proven workable, how you can land a good job in the country of your choice as a healthcare professional, even if as of this moment that you're watching this video, you do not have any skills at all and you've never even cared for anybody. Yes, you have never cared for anybody, but you are interested in switching your roles and taking up a profession in the health and social care space. This video is for you. And how you can get a good job in a very reputable company. I will give you step by step how you can achieve this in this video. So, if you've not subscribed, subscribe now, like, share, get your pen and paper, and let's get into the meat of the matter. It's burning within me. I've talked about it in bits and pieces, but today I really want to break it down to us. I'm going to explain to us exactly what I did and how I did it. Now, the cases are a bit different. I have a background in science. I did a bit of I even went into school of nursing when I left secondary school. But by the time I got into the university, I chose not to go into nursing any longer. I left it because of, there were strike actions and stuff, and I left it and I actually studied agriculture. Yes, my first degree. I even did project management. I went into project management professionalism. So you can tell that I went into business, skincare. I went into business, guys. But I knew that I needed something to fill that void. And when I was ready, now let's discuss. First off, do you want to be a healthcare professional? You need to understand why. Who is a healthcare? Do you know why you want to be a healthcare professional? Do you have passion for people? When you see someone in pain, is there any form of empathy in you? Do you have compassion? Are you somebody that loves to put a smile on people's face? Do you have solid communication skills? Do you love to talk? Do you love to meet new people? Do you love to make friends? That is where you start from. Once that part is settled, the part of it is what I want to do. I want to progress. I want to do well. I intend to be a medical doctor, but I'm not yet there. I want to start from somewhere. This is a good place to start. So what is the first step that you will take? The first step is training. And that's where I'm going to start from. So you want to become a healthcare professional. Your target is, this is May. I want to land a job before the end of the year. In what country? In what part of the world? Decide. There are healthcare professionals needed in most A-list countries in the world. So the first step, settle it within yourself. Is this something I want to do? Being a healthcare professional is a tasking job, and is a job that you have to want to do it, because otherwise you will get there and then you will shoot yourself in the leg. So is this something you want to do? Once you have sorted that part, that this is really what I want to do, I want to be a healthcare professional. Indeed, I want to help people. Good. That is a good place to start. You have settled that. The next step is to start training. So I will always advise that you should go for free courses first. See how you do. So at that point, I started with Allison. Okay, Allison, I went on Allison. They have a lot of free classes. I went through reads.co.uk. I will put all the websites where I got free courses. So I went through Allison. I did the nursing support class, and I took it. It lasted like a week, and I enjoyed it. It taught me, supporting people with personal care, giving them a flannel wash or a full body wash, supporting people to feed them, supporting, it gives you like an overview. So once you have done that, go on Reads, go on Florence Academy. Those websites, they have free courses. So at Florence Academy, I did person-centered care. I did introductory to medication. I did catheter care. I did the basic care skill. The care skill courses are about 15 courses. There are about 15 of them. And you need to do all of them. You need to do what? All of them. So it includes safeguarding. It includes an introduction to safeguarding. Then it includes the safeguarding proper. Then it includes infection control. It includes communication, personal care, person-centered care. Then you have your oral care. Okay, then you have your hair care. So there are some people you help them to wash their hair. Then there's bed making. All these things you can get on the free sites. And then while you are doing the free sites, while you're doing courses on the free sites like the Allison, like the Reads Academy, like the Florence Academy, when you are doing those free courses, okay, I even did some courses on Udemy. I had qualification for basic life support, and I did that one. I paid for ACLS. So those ones are more medical, but I did the basic life support. Then I also took the first aid course, and I got the qualification to become a first aider. So you do all those theory parts. While you are doing the theory part, I will advise you to go and volunteer somewhere. You can never go wrong with volunteering. When you volunteer in a hospital or in a care home or in a supporting service, wherever it is, even if it is with family member that is unwell, even if you want to go into children, volunteer with taking care of somebody's baby. It helps you to at least have that kind of, most A-level companies will want you to have experience. For instance, if you are going to work in the UK, you must have at least 600 hours of experience. When I was, coming to get my job, to start my job, it was part of the protocol. 600 hours of experience. So within a month, you can actually do 200 hours. You can, if you are working 50 hours a week. So let's take it slow. You can actually you can achieve that 600 hours if you put your heart to it in 3 months. So while you are studying, you are also volunteering, and from volunteer, you might even get a little job or something. So that is how I started. Then because it's something that I have passion for it. I love what I do. I then went to do the nursing aid certification. So it's another thing. I went through a school that sprung from Australia, but they were located in my country at the time, in Nigeria, and I did the course. And I went for classes, I wrote exams, and I went for the practicum. The practicum, you do it in a hospital and you do 120 hours. Even the hospital where I was doing the practicum, supposed to be free. After some time, they started paying me. There I got hands-on experience. I started doing things like I started supporting people with checking blood pressure. I was even doing blood samples. I learned in the that hospital was, God bless them. I just started growing. So that is something I added to myself. So I started, and I told the hospital I wanted to keep doing this, and I did that for a long time. So guys, you do those courses. By the time you find out that you are sitting into this thing, you are enjoying it, then you should start doing paid courses. Now, if you're going to work in places like the US, UK, Canada, you still need something like an NVQ, or the NVQ is the National Vocational Qualification for Health and Social Care. Okay, now that's the one you need. They have different levels. There's a level 2, level 3. I will give you ideas of where you can get it. Okay, I did my NVQ level 3, and I did it practically online, but I also had I had to video some activities I was doing while working, because they knew I had work experience. So I had to do video classes. I did a lot of assignments, and which is something I also talk about in some of my videos. I teach you some of the courses so that you can do your assignments and do it very well. So I started with the NVQ level 3 because I had done my nursing program. Okay, I had that qualification already, and I had some form of experience, and I just felt, let me start with NVQ level 3. So I did the NVQ level 3 first. It gave me, there were about 14 modules in my NVQ level 3. In fact, by the total, I did about 17 modules, because by the time I was done with the 14 modules, I still had 3 extra modules that I was asked to do, which were practical. Now, guys, this NVQ, some people say it takes 1 year, it takes 5 years to do NVQ, it takes 2 years, it takes 6 months. I actually did my NVQ in 5 weeks. Yes, I did my NVQ level 3 in 5 weeks. I burnt the midnight candles. There were nights I did not sleep throughout, and those nights were many, that I had to go through my work. I'll send it to my assessor. When I was submitting to my assessor knew I was submitting minimum 4 at a go. 4, because I was doing it back to back. I really wanted to get this done, and I also was getting hands-on experience. So because I was supporting, I was doing all the medical support in the hospital, and then I started even doing more for people around. I started going volunteering in things like Arise Women. I went into, volunteer work where they just do community service. These things you can add to your CV. What we're doing now is that we're building your CV, right? We're building your CV to, what will give you qualification. So tell yourself, I want to achieve this aim. This is May. I want to achieve this aim by, say, December. I want to get that job. So you have started in May. You have done the free courses within 2 weeks. You like it. You are happy about it. Then you decide to volunteer somewhere, right? You're volunteering, and then you decide to do your NVQ. And then you go online. You can go online and search. There are many schools where you can do your NVQ. I did my own with LSIB, and no, I did my first NVQ with a school called SVT in the UK, and the assessor was really good. And I also did then when I was done, when I was done with my NVQ, and I mean, by 5 weeks I was done, I was excited and I was ready for a job. Then I packaged my CV. So while I was packaging my CV, I started level 7. I started the level 7 of the health and social care management. Why? Because I don't just want to be hands-on. I know that I've got a lot of managerial skills. I've got a lot of marketing skills. I've got a lot of admin skills, analytics. So I wanted to also bring it into this, something you can bring into what you do. So I said, my husband, encouraged me. And in fact, he did the background work, and I started level 7. Guys, I'm not able to fully exhaust this conversation in one video. So stay tuned to the channel so that you can see the next class, which is going to be the part B of this particular conversation. This conversation can change your situation. It can be the answer you need for that thing that you've been thinking about. So I am so grateful that you have been patient with me. But this conversation, if it needs to be as detailed as I really want it to be, this video is not enough. This conversation cannot fit into this. So please stay tuned to the next part, which is going to be the part B of this conversation. However, don't forget to tell your friends to tell your friends. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and let us grow this network where I'm going to continue to bring very creative, supportive information that is useful for you. All right, that's my cue for the day. Thank you so much. And this is Bridget from Bridging Healthcare.